Today, fellas on YouTube are watching our fucking favorite May player, Lament. I've always stand him on the channel. He's a very strong player. He plays May very well from EU. He's about to fight a very strong Kai player from EU as well. And it's just going to be a very clean match. He plays it a little different than I do. I put a lot of focus on FDing a lot of his strings, playing really passive at round start, like walking back and stuff. But to my understanding, actually, Lament really focuses on catching Kais who try and whiff punish and potentially trying to draw a 2S. So you're going to see here, round start at game 1, you're going to see he's going to press far slash. Now, I thought that was a really weird choice, but the actual reason is that it apparently beats walk back. It didn't beat it here. That's because Lament walked back before doing it. So, usual strategy here is you wake up and you FD. But this Kai, I assume, is being very respectful and just kind of not grabbing immediately. Actually, he did get grabbed immediately. So, this is kind of why you FD a lot of these strings. But I trusted Lament to have very good fuzzy base defense. Because when I played Lament, he had a really good strategy of kind of just delay backdashing out of a lot of stuff we were doing. So, that's what I expect is going to happen here. Jump back in the corner, very clean option. Now you're seeing here a ton of lack of dolphin cancels. And the reason is that, actually there's two reasons. Dolphin RPS on Kai is pretty shit. 2S basically beats everything except for backdash and jump. So once you're in a situation, unless you have one bar to burn an Orca, or you get a good jump read, even when you still have to base 6p, you don't want to go into it unless you're like really confident you can win it. So this is why you're going to see a whole lot of just 5H, 2S from Lament. So that he doesn't have to play Dolphin RPS. And as well, it'll make Kai to want to try mashing things like 6P or 2S or 5P, which can be abused with your Dolphins, your 5H, your Walkback 3K, whole lot of options. So here once again, you're going to see a far slash. And you see the reason? Lament lived up to what he said. Kai walked back, far slash 1. You get some offense started. To my understanding, I'm pretty sure 6P could have beaten the Dolphin there. That's fine. It's a big risk to go for that. So let's see some pressure. As we're going to see a ton of staggers. You saw how here, Kai interacted with the staggers by jumping, not mashing. You're going to want to keep that in mind because that changes how you want to play around Kai. We'll see as we go. You can see him zoning a lot with 5Hs, which to my understanding, it's really good for beating specifically run up 5H and I think run up 6H because those moves are a little slower. And draws out things like run up 2S, which opens up your dash and 5k counter hit, which we'll see, I believe, later in the match. Don't know why he got hit there, but sometimes it just kind of do be like that. There should be wall break into safe jump versus throw mix. Now, Lament is very based. He actually has really good delay backdashes, if memory serves correctly. He just did run up 5k, not a big deal. Good delay backdash, as we were talking about. Good whiff punish, because Kai 6p is kind of dummy as fuck. Jassy also has a really good point that 5H is really good for catching random ass stun dippers, which, considering that, well, he did it right there the second he had one bar, which actually a habit we could keep in mind from Patata. Cute name. So, he may have lost here, but we have data going into the next game, which is that Kai likes to use stun dipper when he has one bar. During staggers, he'll do a whole lot of jumping. I predict this Kai is going to do a button this time, and I think Lament is probably going to get hit for it. That's my prediction. I don't know why. Okay, so I was wrong. Kai stuck to a strategy of walking backwards into far slash, which Lament was ready to adapt and immediately pressed the 5H. So apparently the reason that Lament is getting hit by the lows, because I was a little curious about this as well, so he's doing an FD fuzzy. He doesn't block low while he's doing it. So that's a very good thing to keep in mind because I was also confused why he's getting hit. So, classic fireball trap here. After you block Kai's fireball in general, you're not really able to reach with a lot of your buttons. For example, Dolphin can be 6P'd, run up 2S can be counter hit. So often, you should dash in and then you walk back a little bit and then the second they miss, you just kind of fucking mash your 5H. That's your plan. Because otherwise, you kind of get hit. But you do want to make sure he's scared of you after his fireball on block so that he actually does do things. Because here, Lament's probably putting the fear of God into him because obviously counter hit May, very strong. So we do have confirmation that Lament is doing it for that reason. So very good. 5k, 3k. So the spacing got hit here is really good. Oh, hold on boys. We gotta keep in mind, this is a season 1 May, okay? I forgot to mention this in advance. So we're gonna get a clean safe jump, rip season 1 May. I hope it comes back one day. But it do be like that. So you just saw PRC mix here. There are a ton of Dolphin mix-ups here you can go for. The reason he's doing JPP is actually to condition them to block high. So in the future, you could do PRC, a land, and immediately go low. It's nearly unblockable in my opinion. I got hit by this a lot, and my fuzzies are honest to God really good. So, it's a really good mix-up, and as well you can mix in overhead kisses, which could be fuzzy backdash, but obviously I think 2K will catch your backdash fair, same with close slash. So, in general, this is the optimal mix-up tree off of Dolphin. It's a little difficult to do, because I think you have to like be in the air for a few frames, and then you PRC. We do too fast to get red RC, which isn't as good, although you can get like charge dust and stuff like that, but it's something to keep in mind. So, notice here, Kai seems to be jumping a lot after close slash. Could be abused in the future. And you also just saw Kai press 6P after the staggers, which could be very important for the future. We'll see how he goes. Okay, so Kai is always taking an action after close slash. So I think next time I predict Lament is going to do some kind of frame trap with 2D 6H or something to get an opening on Patata. Assuming Patata doesn't adapt, which isn't very possible considering this is losers finals of a high stakes tournament, but we'll see. Good, beautiful combo. I thought you couldn't kill there. Good shit, Lament. Okay, so last time, reminder to the chat, he did walk back far slash and May did 5H. Now 5H actually loses to 2S in place. So my prediction, if I were Lament, I would walk back in 3K. Or walk back and react in 3K. Because that's my favorite way of stopping 5Ks. So let's walk back. Okay, 2S. So that's actually a good choice because it trades with 2S as well. So, not bad. Kai continues to back up every time, which is pretty scary in a way, but that's fine. Kai continues to take an action every single time after close slash. Not that it matters though, because that's like a varied reaction. So good on this Kai actually for mixing it up. Alright, we're on to the Fireball game. Looking like Grand Blue out here, or Street Fighter. Unfortunate if 3K doesn't slide under. I kind of wish it did, but it do be like that. Alright. This situation here after a electrified, fuck, I don't know what it's called. Fawn the Dark. Basically, usually Kais will dash in and grab, which is the predictable option, but a lot of times they'll do dash in and dash out, and then they'll get their 6H counter hit, and then May is basically dead. So I assume either Lament is taking the throw to avoid getting 6H, or he just wasn't ready for the throw. I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me here. I thought they would do CS OTG, but okay. Walk forward mix fucks me up. I want to keep it real with you guys. I get hit by that all the time, so if you ever fight me, try it out. So, PRC. Oh, as always, the one rule of if you have one bar, they're probably going to do a dust if it kills, but it's so hard to play around. It's not a matter if they'll do it, it's when they'll do it, in my opinion, especially against Biken. Shout out to Resi for that. So, at this point, we've seen basically every single round star that this Kai is going to walk back. So, I assume either Lament will continue to just hold his ground with 2S, or he'll do Dolphin, or he'll do 3K, or something like that, just to chase down his backdash. I don't know what adaptations can be made. He did walk back to hold his ground. I'm fine with that. That's a good choice. I'm surprised JS won there. Oh, I just want to point out the voice clip when he does this. They're just not talking English here, and suddenly, they just lose their shit. Take the corner, bro. I thought it was funny. It caught me off guard the first time I was watching the VOD. Anyway. So, run up far slash really good for walking back because I think far slash actually is your farthest reaching poke. I don't remember. I might be wrong. I think 2S might be larger, but it's easier to like poke with, I find. It's one of the few niches of far slash in the neutral. Beautiful season 1 PRC combos. I don't think it still exists, but they're good. Beautiful, dude. He even got a perfect fair. Big respect to Lament for that. He's approaching the defensive play incredibly clean. I have no complaints here. No complaints, honestly. I sound like I'm coaching him. I'm just saying what he's doing. So, last round, actually, Vakai jumped. So, this could open up things like 2S, and then if he jumps, you up Dolphin to catch him. You could just up Dolphin straight up. You could jump with the Kai, although I don't recommend it because it doesn't work very well. So, we're going to see. Okay, far slash losing the 2D. That's why we don't do far slash. I'm going to keep it real. It gets slid under. It's very, very unfortunate, but it does draw out these options, which is actually a big benefit of this option. So, he's once again using the FT Fuzzy. I honestly can't actually tell you what the FT Fuzzy is. So, Kai was doing a whole lot of double fireballs before, which if I was playing this Kai, I would actually be very scared of air dashing, but Lament has balls, he calls it out. I would think it's a bait, but good on him for getting it. Very proud of him. Sometimes you have to take risks to... You miss the shots, whatever. So, it do be like that. FT Fuzzy. Okay, so... he could have done here a CSO2G, although this was Season 1, so things could be different. To my understanding, that was a very scary situation. He could have gone over at Kissed, which is big brand scary. Once again, Patata ain't holding shit. I think adaptation Lament could make, or he will make, is to wait a little more, or run up over at Kiss, which I think beats TPs actually. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, no, I don't think he would win. I do it to gain the layouts often. Once again, reminder, that PRC mix is really good. If you practice it, your May is going to be up there. It's actually, I think, the premier use of your meter if you do have the meter to spend. So, I'm a big fan of it, to be honest. Unfortunate, honest to God, jump into air dash 4 just kind of doesn't work if I'm keeping it real. It does work sometimes if he does fireball, but that's like a hard call out, which is why I don't always do it, but it do be like that. So, the FT Fuzzy was messed up, I think. Oh, beautiful, and I think this Kai should be dead. Holy shit, 6H damage, dude. And a 6H OTG to take it out. Shout out to Beach Ball. Shitty move, but it's funny to look at. So, once again, I predict some kind of hold the ground, yep. So, we just actually saw Dolphin RPS for the first time in a little while. So, keep in mind, Kai can basically do 2S to cover every single one of your options, and 6P can cover a lot of other options you can do. So, Lament is taking the passive option of just kind of saying, fuck it, I'll hold it. And I'm fine with that, because obviously you could open things up in the future that are committal from the Kai to try and take his turn back, which could be good for you in the future. But if you have Dolphin Orca, you can push things, you can jump over the 2S, but you have to bait the 6P before you land. So, there's some problems there, but it do be like that. So, mix-up time. Welcome to the corner. Lament is jumping a lot in the corner, and it can be hard to punish, or the things to punish it are committal, so I assume that's why Lament is doing it, to draw out committal things from Patata. Patata. Oh, amazing whiff punish. Overhead kiss? Yep. If you block a move in the air, I don't know how true this is, but usually you're plus. At least if it's a special move, you can just dash in and get a mix up between 2K or overhead kiss, and that's just what happened here. I don't think he has the burst save route. It wasn't really a thing, although he based... Patata broke the main rule of don't burst on close slash, so do be like that. So we are about to see a Season 1 mix-up. Oh, never mind, I just fucking killed. Thank you, Namako. I also love the BGM. Mario 64 has amazing music. Aren't you a Mario 64 speedrunner? Of course I'm mentioning it. Alright. So, I don't expect the Kai to change much up with their round starts. But I do expect Lament to keep holding his ground. So I think they're going to keep playing this little song and dance. I think they're just accepting this is how the round start is and they're going to win through other means. So let's see. Am I correct? Oh, that actually was a change up because this time Lament like straight up backed up. Yeah, exactly. So if they don't IB in the air, they have 19 frames of block stun. So, makes sense for air moves. Unfortunate, sometimes you just... If somebody is ready for your up dolphin or not doing anything, it's an easy 6P. Easy 6P. So, kind of makes sense. Messed up IB Fuzzy. He is now getting chain thrown, which is very scary. It requires fuzzy jumps, fuzzy delay backdashes, and shit like that. Check out my defense video. It's very clean. Walk up throw, very scary. There's not really much interaction here because FT doesn't do nothing here. So, if you get unlucky, you just kind of have to guess. So, how do be? Unfortunate. But Lament, I mean, the god he is, just fucking calls it out. So, gets bursted back in the corner. That's how it do be. You could do, I don't think, sometimes I would bait out his up dolphin, but you don't have to. I mean, if you're in losers finals, just take the burst, I think. Just take the burst. So, double jump is a good choice. A little scary, but not, too bad. So, good safe jump. That one's pretty clean. I don't know how much that was actually a safe jump, but do be like that. Alright, very clean. Now, I think it's actually 50-50 here. I think Lament in the past has talked about if he'll break the wall against certain characters. I'm of the opinion that Kai is one of the characters I don't break the wall against if I can. Just because his options for escaping the wall aren't actually that strong, although he does have one bar, so I don't blame him for breaking the wall because Stun Dipper RC is dummy. The reason he does instant air dash JH, because I was about to say he's going to do that, is because if Kai does Stun Dipper, he gets hit. I mean, he could RC it, but, you know, it do be like that. Thank you to Quicksilver for the follow, by the way. Which he did do it, so that's exactly why you do it. Now, this is where Throw is scary, and it kind of just do be like that. You have to take the 50-50, what can I say? Round start was looking a little different. Oh! So it actually looks like now that Patata is now taking the turn more at round start. Which is why things like Walk Back 5H are looking good. He got punished anyway, but it do be like that. So as always, Dash FD is usually the play against projectile camping. You could jump forward to take your space, but honestly, just kind of dash block and take your space, and don't give them what they want, because what the players usually want is they want you to jump. So, just kind of how it do be. Using 5H to control Stump Dippers, control 5Hs, control the air. So that's a good choice from Lament. Push him into the corner. 5H, 2S, control the zone. Fireballs are the reason they're coming out now. This was season 1, yeah. So the reason Patata is using fireballs is that it's the easiest way to stop a Mei just fucking mashing her anchor. So like, just kind of how it do be, you know? So, Stun Dipper. Good. PRC mix. It's usually pretty scary, although after 5k you can react to dash grab. And yep, this is exactly why you do 5H. It beats run up 5H. Let me just confirm that was 5H. Let me just be sure. Yep, it was 5H or 6H. That's why you do it, because often Kai will push you out to a far range and try and catch you doing second middle with a 6H into like a big wall bounce combo. Because if you got hit here, you died. So that's kind of how it do be. Really good. This is actually why you do /5H instead of /2H. Because in this situation, if you got 2H, well, it wouldn't have hit. There's a 2k mix-up I was talking about. I think he could have done CSOTG, but it didn't really exist back at this time, so it do be like that. Shout out to this Kai getting the jump over 2S. It's just kind of how it do be. Sometimes you can up dolphin, sometimes you can't. It depends on the angle of the aerial as well sometimes, I find. So this Mei is super dead. Oh, I thought you might actually live there. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So, we are coming up to game 5, I believe. Yep, game 5, boys. Let me just be sure I'm still recording. We are. Beautiful. Okay. So, last round, this Kai did 2D, which catches things like Dolphin. It catches Far Slash. It catches Jump sometimes too, I think. So, I think Lament is going to be respecting it a little bit with something like Walk Back 5H, Jumps, or doing nothing. Let's see. Jumps. There we go. And, oh, we got a full combo there? Holy shit. I didn't think you could have that. Unfortunate. So, now he's in the corner. He's playing it safe because, once again, catching the habit of what does the opponent do after they block your fireball? Because this Kai in particular likes to do fireball, fireball. So, if you have a read on that habit, you just kind of double jump in. I mean, air dash in, and you get your combos. Let's see if... Oh, he goes for the super wall break. Now, since this is season 1, I think we're going to see a whiff dolphin here. Or we could see an instant air dash JH, which I think actually was not a safe jump all the time in season 1. But on Kai, his DP sucks. Shout out to that buff there, by the way. They buffed his 2D, he would have hit fair, I think, in batch season 2. Maybe isn't all bad. Right, guys? Alright. Okay. I think he was delay blocking here to bait an Orca. Or bait a wake up grab. Or bait anything, really. Unfortunate. They actually buffed the Fort Diary Clat in the latest patch. Alright. YRC into fucking death. What have I told you, boys? YRC kind of shit. Except against Zato, if I remember right. I don't know. But it's unfortunate. Sometimes you just have to do it. What a cool setup, by the way. The player 1 and the player 2. That's cute. That's cute. I can respect it. Dolphin. So Dolphin's good for 2 reasons. It counter hits slower buttons. It catches walk back because it starts Dolphin RPS in a way. And if they jump over it, you get a close slash on their landing. So, it's good. Very nasally today because I have allergies. Help. Shout out to season 1, boys. It still works though. What the fuck up, Jesse? It still works. I'm kidding, Jesse. So, normal wall break, walk back. V's delay jump's working really well for Patata. Just because Mei generally has like a long active frames. Not long active frames, like the total duration of her moves are long. So if you do want to read them, you can usually jump over and land on top of them. It's not always true, but it's sometimes true. 2S is one of the harder ones to jump over because of Up Dolphin, but yeah. So you have 2 bars, and yeah, that's hard to block. Make a backdash, I'm hurt. It's going to be probably Dust next time, the knockdown, I'm calling it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, actually, oh my god, that was cool as fuck. Now, I'm gonna keep it real though. CLCG was probably better here, but it wasn't really a thing back in this time. So the main meta advancement would have. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Let's go, Lament. I hope Lament wins. Honest to God, he deserves to win. He's such a good player. So last time he did Dolphin round start, which might draw out 5Ks or 6Ps or IED back JHs, something like that. Let's see what this Kai is thinking about. Just walk back, so he would have held the Dolphin. That's fine. 2K is good as a disrespect. It actually loses to 2S, but if Sakai is not frame perfect, it just kind of works. So, good choice on him. Hold the ground, hold the corner 5H. If they jump, he'll usually be forced to block it or get counter hit into full combo. So, oh, no confirm, but I didn't think that would hit either. Unfortunate. Unfortunate again, I don't know why he's getting hit there. Okay. Unfortunate. PRC. Fro? This Kai player every time has done PRC into strike, so I think I wouldn't respect the throw until he's shown it. Okay. Once again, throw, but it's going to be a shimmy because last time, because last time he threw here. So that's why he did the shimmy, because he knows that Lament is a good player, so they're going to just pay attention. Let's go, Patata. Oh, and GG, it's been good. Unless he drops it. Okay. Unfortunate, but man, that was good gameplay from both these players. They clearly know the matchup really well. Lament flubbed this tech a little bit, but overall, amazing gameplay for that. Good luck, Resi, at the wedding, by the way. I hope you enjoy it. It's great.